Today I'm going to run you through basically five really, big myths in the health and wellness space about high blood pressure. Okay, it gets a bad rap. People tell you misinformation, especially online, especially doctors, especially cardiologists. So I'm going to give you the top 5 myths that I see and things that you're probably being told and being sort of misunderstood about. Okay, so let's dive right into it. If you're new to this channel, there's no sort of fluff on here. I tell you the truth. And basically, we're a health and wellness practice where we help people reduce high blood pressure naturally and avoid medication, because you need to fix the root cause, because there's a lot of repercussions to medication, and we're here to live a healthy lifestyle, right? So let's dive into it. So the number one kind of myth is, you've probably heard this before, maybe your doctor's told you, is avoid salt. Avoid salt like it's the plague, right? Because it raises your high blood pressure. Now, it's extremely false, because basically what salt does, it keeps you hydrated. Okay, now I'm not speaking about having like tablespoons of salt. Obviously, that's bad. Anything of too much is bad. But for example, I have a sprinkle of salt on all of my meals. Even my children do, right? Because sodium helps you stay hydrated. It keeps water in your body, which you need to function, to recover, to stop getting cramps, muscle soreness. Cognitively, you need sodium in your body. Water is 70% of your body, right? So you need to hold on as much water as you possibly can. And salt helps do that. Salt is not raising your high blood pressure. What is raising your high blood pressure is sugar, poor food, lots of fried food, yeah, seed oils. These are all the things that are raising your blood pressure, okay? It's not salt. Salt is the last thing you want to have a look at. So that's myth number 1. Now, on the same sort of lines is meat and eggs. You probably heard this before. So meat and eggs, stay away from meat and eggs. It raises your cholesterol. Don't blame the meat and eggs for what the sugar, candy, and the processed food is doing, right? This is what you want to stay away from. Red meat and eggs, eggs is pretty much a superfood, right? My kids have eggs every morning. It's good for your brain, high protein, keeps you full. So these are the two things these are totally the opposite of what you want to be doing, right? You want to actually maybe be even increasing. Obviously, you need to do your bloods, check your blood markers out. Everyone's a bit different. But 9 times out of 10, eating good red meat. I'm talking about good red meat here, guys, like grass-fed, proper beef, not cheap processed meat that you find in like a freezer or some shitty supermarket, right? This is proper processed, unprocessed beef, like grass-fed tenderloin or grass-fed ribeye. Good stuff. Okay, now you need high protein, because high protein gives you good metabolism, keeps your testosterone high, keeps your muscle mass high, and it helps you break away visceral fat, body fat, because it's the thermogenesis, right? So you need to have a high protein diet to stay lean. The reason why you probably got high blood pressure is because you're probably overweight, right? Majority of you are probably overweight, okay? So that's red meat. Now, another one is cardio. People say, do some more cardio, do running, it'll help your blood pressure come down. Well, look, it's good, but it's not going to move the needle as much as something like strength training does, because what strength training does, it releases something in the body called nitric oxide. Okay, nitric oxide, it relaxes your blood arteries. So when you have relaxing blood arteries, your blood can flow through a lot quicker. Okay, now something running doesn't really do that. Now, when you get to sort of 40, your nitric oxide production will decrease by about 40 to 50%. So you need to be strength training. Again, people with high blood pressure, they're low in muscle mass. Okay, lots of visceral fat. What strength training does is it increases your metabolism, helps you boost your testosterone, burns visceral fat, builds muscle, builds strength, helps longevity. It's just endless. It's endless. Helps your joints. Okay, muscle is the organ to longevity. Okay, now the reason why people get sick is because they're under muscled. That's why you need to strength train rather than do cardio. Okay, so make sure you're doing cardio. So that's 3. 4, people think that medication solves the problem. It doesn't. Remember this, guys. Big Pharma is a $17 billion industry, okay? They don't want you to be healthy, okay? Because it won't be an industry, okay? They don't want you healthy. They want you in the system. I had one patient last week. He was on a blood pressure tablet, and that raised his anxiety, headaches, muscle soreness. So the doctor gave him another tablet to fix those. That second tablet raised his cholesterol. Guess what? Back to the doctors. Okay, take the third tablet, which is going to reduce your cholesterol. So once you're in the system, that's it. You're on medication for life, pretty much, you know, unless you have a really good doctor or cardiologist, which is really rare to find these days. So medication doesn't solve the problem. It only papers over the cracks. What medication does, it has your blood vessel. It just relaxes your blood vessel. So blood can flow through it a lot quicker, where it's actually not cleaning the plaque that's in your arteries. It's not helping you lose weight. It's not making you eat better, okay? It's just papering over the cracks, making things even worse because you're getting comfortable and you're relying on a tablet, which has deeper repercussions, but I'll tell you about another day, okay? The fifth one, this is a big one. This is probably the reason why it's called the number one killer, blood pressure, is because people think you have to have symptoms to have high blood pressure. Now, I could just feel like I am now. I feel pretty good, healthy, go to the gym. I could have high blood pressure. I check my blood pressure, by the way. And the reason why I know this, because so many guys have actually come to us who do train, who look after themselves. One guy went to the just doctors for a normal checkup. Obviously, he's a busy guy, with children, high demanding job. His blood pressure is 160 over 97. Relatively healthy guy. Obviously, he could do with a little bit more, maybe nutrition, gut health, a bit more training. But relatively healthy guy, you know, mid 40s, high blood pressure. They wanted to get him on the medication. Luckily for him, he was sensible. He said, "No, I'm going to train. I'm going to reach out to Robert and his team," and we helped him stay off the medication. Obviously, get leaner, start feeling better, more energy. And look, I mean, if you're stuck in that position as well, you can click down below and you can book in a health audit call, and I can see if I can help you. But yeah, medication is a myth. Okay, it's only papering over the cracks. All right, so they're the top 5 that I see regularly. And look, if you're struggling with this, like I said, click down below. I'll see if I can give you a hand, at least point you in direction, give you a bit of clarity on what you need to fix. And who knows? Maybe I can, maybe I can't. Let's see. Let's listen to your case. But just bear them in mind, guys. Those 5 myths, right? You're being told a lot of lies, and I just want you guys to, know the truth and know you can fix this without being in a doctor's surgery for the next 30 years. Okay? Take care.